So students, in the last video we have started to discuss about the fourth chapter of the civics, key elements of democratic government. So what we have studied in the first video that we are going to see here. So first of all we have studied the story of the South Africa. That how was the life of the people in the South Africa. We have seen that in South Africa the people of different races were living, and which people these were the white people, African white people, and some of them were the Indian colored races. So all these people were living in the South Africa, but they were living separately. They were not living together. Even they were not allowed to mingle with each other. Okay, so as they were not allowed to mingle with each other, why they were not allowed to mingle with each other? By the apartheid law. There was a law made by the white people, and according to this apartheid law, the people were not able to mingle with each other. Even the facilities like bus facility as well as the schools, hospitals, all these things were separate for them. That means the things which were available for the white people was in well equipped condition, but the things which were available for the Indians and the black people were really very in poor condition. So how the people of the South Africa struggled to achieve the freedom from the apartheid law, we have studied with the help of the story of the Hector Peterson, as well as we have seen the struggle of the African National Congress as well as their leader Nelson Mandela. All these things we have studied in the last period, and finally in 1994 they succeeded to overcome the apartheid law. And in this way we have seen all these points in the last period. Now we are moving ahead towards the next point, that is people's participation or the participation. And in this point we are going to see how people can participate in the government, not only through the elections but also through different ways that we are going to understand here. You know very well that in our country we have regular elections. In India we have regular elections, and uh, these elections, with the help of these elections, we choose our leaders, we choose our representatives. So have you ever thought, why do we have regular elections? So let us try to understand the meaning of this thing, that we have to choose our leaders, we have to choose our government in every 5 years. Why so? That we are going to understand in this point. So in country like India we have elections in every 5 years. With the help of this, the power of the government is getting limited. मतलब इसका यह है कि जब कभी हमारी कंट्री में क्या होता है कि हर 5 साल में इलेक्शन होते हैं, और जब जब कभी भी इलेक्शन होता है तो पुरानी गवर्नमेंट जाकर नए गवर्नमेंट आती है। तो पुरानी गवर्नमेंट जाकर नई गवर्नमेंट आती है, और अगर किसी को ये लगता है, किसी लीडर को ये लगता है कि हमें मैं दोबारा से पावर में रहना चाहिए, या आई शुड बी ऑन द पोजिशन, सो फॉर दैट he has to re-elect by the he has to be re-elected by the people. मतलब उसको लोगों के द्वारा दोबारा चुन के देना चाहिए, तभी जाकर वो दोबारा से पावर में आएगा. He will be in the power as well as in the position. So therefore it is very important that the election should be there in every 5 years, because with the help of this the power of the government is getting limited. और अगर ऐसा नहीं होता है तो क्या होगा? The government can do anything, or they can take any kind of decision that they want, which may not be in the favor. Are you getting it? So इसीलिए गवर्नमेंट की पावर को हर 5 साल के इलेक्शंस के जरिए क्या किया गया है? लिमिटेड किया गया है, और इसके जरिए हमारी जो जनता है देश की, उसके पावर को इंक्रीज किया गया है. Now with the help of this regular elections, when you go for the vote, when with the help of these regular elections, when you go for the vote, you feel the sense of what kind of power the people are having in the democratic government. In this way you can understand the power of the people in the democratic country. And how we can understand this? With the help of the regular elections. तो ये रेगुलर इलेक्शंस ही है हमारी कंट्री में, जिसके जरिए हमको ये फील होता रहता है कि देश की जनता के ही हाथ में बहुत सारा पावर है, जो कि अपनी सरकार बना सकती है और सरकार को गिरा भी सकती है. ओके, नाउ दिस इज नॉट द ओनली वे. मतलब इलेक्शंस या वोट देना यही सिर्फ एक जरिया नहीं है गवर्नमेंट में पार्टिसिपेट करने का. there are some other ways also. So what kind of different ways are there by which we can participate in the government's decision, that we are going to understand here in other ways of participating. Okay, so elections are usually held once in 5 years, that we all know very well. Besides voting, there are some other ways also for in participating in the प्रोसेस ऑफ द गवर्नमेंट. मतलब जो गवर्नमेंट जो कुछ भी डिसीजन ले रही है, जो कुछ भी पार्टिसिपेशन कर रही है, इन सब में हम अलग अलग तरीके से इस प्रोसेस में पार्टिसिपेट कर सकते हैं. ओके, सो लेट अस ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड हाउ. बट बिफोर गोइंग टू अंडरस्टैंड एनी other way of participating in the process of the government, we will see one of the example of 2005. So what happened that a particular government increased the money people had to pay for the electricity. मतलब इलेक्ट्रिसिटी बिल पे करने के लिए जो मतलब इलेक्ट्रिसिटी के जो चार्जेस है, एक पर्टिकुलर गवर्नमेंट ने क्या किया 2005 में सडनली बढ़ा दिए. एंड पीपल वर नॉट रेडी टू एक्सेप्ट दिस hike in the payment of the electricity charges. So what they did, they started to express their disapproval very sharply to the government with the help of signature campaign. मतलब लोगों ने क्या किया, रास्तों पर उतर आए और उन्होंने सिग्नेचर कैंपेन करना शुरू किया. एंड विद द हेल्प ऑफ दिस दे एक्सप्रेस द डिसअप्रूवल very sharply on the decision of the government in which they have increased the price of the electricity bill. Okay, they took out the rallies as well as they organized the signature campaign. The government tried to explain and defend the decision, but finally listened to the people's opinion. तो गवर्नमेंट ने क्या किया, अपने डिसीजन को डिफेंड करने की कोशिश की. जो उन्होंने डिसीजन लिया कि हमने ये डिसीजन क्यों लिया, ये किस तरीके से गवर्नमेंट और लोगों के लिए फायदेमंद है, ये सारी चीजें एक्सप्लेन करने की कोशिश की गवर्नमेंट ने. But finally, the government had to listen to the people's opinion. And what happened finally? Government withdrew the decision of increase in the price, and the government had to change the decision. Because why? Because it is the government who is responsible for the people. Because people are choosing the government for their favor, फॉर ऑन देयर बिहाफ ओनली द गवर्नमेंट शुड वर्क. और कभी ऐसा होता है कि गवर्नमेंट अगर उनके खिलाफ काम कर रही है, उनके फेवर में काम नहीं कर रही है, तो लोग आवाज उठाकर उन डिसीजंस को चेंज कर सकते हैं. सो दिस इज वन ऑफ द वे. Yeah, now we are going to understand some other ways of participating in the government's decision or government's process. There are many other ways also in which the people can express their views and make the government understand what action they should take. This includes dharnas, then rallies, strikes, signature campaigns. So these are some of the ways through which we can participate in the process of the government. Dharnas, rallies, strikes, signature campaigns, etc. Now things that are unfair, जो चीजें लोगों के लिए unfair है, unjust है, that are brought forward with the help of newspapers, magazines, TV channels also. मतलब ये जो चीजें हैं जैसे धरनाज, रैली, स्ट्राइक, सिग्नेचर कैंपेन, इन सारी चीजों के जरिए हम जो है, जो चीजें अनफेयर है, जो चीजें अनजस्ट है, दैट इज नॉट इन फेवर ऑफ द पीपल, दैट इज अगेंस्ट द फेवर ऑफ द पीपल और विच इज unjust, these all the things can be brought forward with the help of these all the things: dharnas, rallies, strikes, signature campaigns, etc. तो अब उसके अलावा जो हमारी इंडिया का जो न्यूज़पेपर, मैगजीन, टेलीविजन, ये भी जो है एक बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट रोल प्ले करता है. बिकॉज न्यूज इट इज कंसिडर्ड दैट दी मीडिया, मीडिया मीन्स व्हाट, न्यूज़पेपर, मैगजीन्स, न्यूज चैनल्स, टेलीविजन, दिस इज द फोर्थ पिलर ऑफ आवर डेमोक्रेटिक गवर्नमेंट. मतलब हमारे डेमोक्रेटिक गवर्नमेंट के चार अलग अलग पिलर है, उनमें से एक बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट है न्यूज़पेपर, मैगजीन, टीवी, these all the media channels. So media is the fourth, media is considered as the fourth pillar of the democratic government. Okay, and in why it is, it plays a very important role in the democracy, because whatever the things going on in the society, for example the dharnas, rallies, strikes against the government, it can be brought forward with the help of the newspapers, magazines, and TV channels, etc. So in this discussing in this way, we can discuss different issues and responsibilities of the government with the help of the news channels, newspaper, magazines, and television. Understood everyone? So This is how we can participate in the decisions of the government. Now here it is very important thing that we are going to see is that the while it is true that in a democracy, democracy allows the people to participate, it is true that not all sections of people are actually able to do so. Okay, मतलब ये कहा जाता है कि डेमोक्रेसी में हर इंसान को गवर्नमेंट में पार्टिसिपेट करने का अधिकार है, बट यू नो द पीपल फ्रॉम ऑल सेक्शंस, फॉर द पीपल ऑफ ऑल सेक्शंस इट इज नॉट पॉसिबल। मतलब हमारी कंट्री के जो अलग अलग सेक्शन के लोग हैं, नाउ what kind of other section it is, the people of minority communities, the people those who are dalit, with people those who are adivasis, as well as women. For all these people it is not possible sometime to participate in such a way by which we are telling you all here. Okay, so another way for to participate is is by organizing, मतलब अपने मतलब दूसरा और एक रास्ता है जिसके जरिए ये जो लोग हैं, कौन से, माइनॉरिटी कम्युनिटीज, हमारी कंट्री की जो माइनॉरिटी कम्युनिटीज है, दलित है, आदिवासी है, वुमेन है, ये सारे लोग अपने क्या कर सकते हैं, दे कैन ऑर्गेनाइज देमसेल्फ इनटू सोशल मूवमेंट। वो एक सोशल मूवमेंट में अपने आप को ऑर्गेनाइज कर सकते हैं, एंड दैट्स टू सिक चैलेंज द गवर्नमेंट एंड इट्स फंक्शनिंग। गवर्नमेंट जिस तरह से काम कर रही है, जो भी काम कर रही है, उसको मतलब जो गवर्नमेंट की जो भी डिसीजंस है, जो भी फंक्शंस है, उसके अगेंस्ट आवाज उठा सकते हैं बाय ऑर्गेनाइजिंग द मूवमेंट, सोशल मूवमेंट्स। सो मेंबर्स ऑफ द माइनॉरिटी कम्युनिटीज, dalit, adivasis, women and other are often able to participate in this manner। मतलब ये जो अलग सेक्शन के लोग हैं, जिनको हम माइनॉरिटी ग्रुप ऑफ पीपल कहते हैं, या दलित कहते हैं, आदिवासीज कहते हैं, या वुमेन कहते हैं, they all can come together, they can organize the social movement, and in this way they can protest against the government or their functioning or their working। Okay, so these are some of the ways in which we can participate in the government. If a country's people are alert and interested in how the country is run, the democratic character of the government of the that country will be stronger। मतलब अगर हमारी कंट्री के लोग जानते हैं कि गवर्नमेंट किस तरह से काम करती है, या किस तरह से मतलब गवर्नमेंट जो है डिसीजंस ले रही है, तो ये जब अलर्टनेस जब लोगों में होता है, व्हेन द पीपल आर अलर्ट, व्हेन द पीपल आर अवेयर, देन द डेमोक्रेटिक कैरेक्टर ऑफ आर ऑफ द गवर्नमेंट ऑफ आर कंट्री इज गेटिंग स्ट्रोंगर। मतलब जब हम अवेयर और अलर्ट होते हैं, तो हमारा जो कंट्री का जो डेमोक्रेटिक कैरेक्टर है वो और स्ट्रांग होता है। और अगर लोग अवेयर नहीं है, लोग अपने अधिकारों के बारे में नहीं जानते, लोग अगर अपने रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज और अधिकारों के बारे में नहीं जानते, तो और गवर्नमेंट किस तरह से काम करे इस बारे में अगर नहीं जानते, वो अगर वो अलर्ट नहीं है, तो फाइनली क्या होगा, हमारी कंट्री का जो डेमोक्रेटिक कैरेक्टर है, दैट विल स्टार्ट टू decline। And therefore it is very important that we should be aware of our rights, how the government is functioning, and what are our duties for our country। Okay, so the next time whenever you will see any rally winding through the streets of our cities, pause yourself and find out for what this rally is going on, how the people are participating in that rally, and what is the reason behind, or why the people are protesting, or why the people are taking out the rallies, what is the issue behind that। When you will find out about this, you will be able to know that how our government is working। और जब तुमको पता चलेगा कि गवर्नमेंट किस तरह से काम कर रही है, तो आपको भी आपके अधिकारों के बारे में, आपके राइट्स के बारे में पता चलेगा। Okay, so now we are moving towards the next point, that is need to resolve the conflict। So in the next video, we will understand the next point, that is need to resolve the conflict। Okay, so let us meet in the next video.